Oh, well, my friends, take your comfortable seat. And we'll take a few breaths together. And it's like this division of moving between that to this. And so let your eyes close and know that you have arrived in your practice to this class, this experience, the great unknown, the great adventure. Not unlike the first day of kindergarten. Joining your hands at your heart, lengthening tall and bowing your chin. All that is. Chant Om together 3 times to open this class. Inhale. Om. Releasing your hands, just staying in your sit for a few breaths. Let's just start with a little bit of movement and maybe stretch the legs out and move the feet around. And we're going to start standing and put the tennis ball under the foot. So hopefully you have a tennis ball. I say that. And I know there's one.
There's two.
Oh, good. Okay. So good. I'm going to keep the bolster just right there. And I'll keep the camera where it is. That's me. And then we'll just start with, this noticing, receiving, releasing. Oh, the word penetrating just came into my head. Penetrating. Any tension that's there. Yes, and at the same time as you do this, paying attention to your breath. Great. And I'm just going to bring the other foot up. I'm just going to come stand right beside you. You can hold on to the wall or your hips. And just roll this ball. Pausing on your 2 feet. Just feeling. Switch. Compressing, decompressing. Another highlight of my day was, even though I've had experience as a teacher, it's been a long time, and feeling like, okay, I'm going to learn something new. I have a lot to, I don't want to say a lot to learn, but I want to say a lot to learn, and I'm excited about that. So, kids were amazing. 5-year-olds are amazing. They can't fake anything. Even a smile. So I'm just going to balance now. The only time a 5-year-old can fake anything is when you say smile for the picture and they give you that smile that you're like, that's not your smile. Maybe that's where it starts. Learning how to be in society. Okay, and we'll stand on our 2 feet. Feel that. Okay, I'm going to keep the camera as it is, but we're going to reach the arms straight up and just take a nice big, lengthening, and we'll rock on the feet and move yourself forward and back if that feels good. Expanding the breath. And then we'll take a standing side bend. So start by widening the stance. So make it a comfortable stance, point your feet straight. Let's take the left hand onto your hip and reach up through the right arm. And crescent over to the side. And I'm just reaching towards the left. Letting my hips move. So the hips have shifted to the right, and now I'm going to pull them back without changing anything if I can. And then lift both arms up, inhale. And we'll take the right hand down to the hip, reach up through the left arm, and crescent over. And again, I'm just letting those hips shift over to the left. And then I'll slowly start to bring them back, just anchoring the side bend in some way. Good. And reach up with both arms. Good. Take a little, arms moving across. We're going to bend the knees, take a little of this Utkatasana, and I'm going to bring the forearms down. There we go, onto the thighs, and stick your butt back and maybe rock a little bit. Just feel you're at an okay place here. We'll do a little cat-cow, just rounding the back, tucking your tail the opposite way. Rolling your hips forward and back. And the next time you round into your cat pose, let your arms come dangle, hands towards the floor, move into a forward fold. And my feet are almost mat distance apart. We'll start to sway the hips side to side. Maybe the knee wants to finish. Moving the weight up. Just almost like a reset. Just straighten the legs however they want to go, drop the head down. Take a few breaths, maybe grab opposite elbows and hang for a few moments. And release the arms down and take a downward dog just for a brief moment, just to stretch and receive, and also to practice downward dog. And then we'll come down to hands and knees. Great. Okay. So we're going to do mostly a lying down practice. And we'll start with, just going to grab a blanket and roll it up to put underneath the shoulder blades. So we'll start with the blanket. And then we're going to bring the blocks in, but we'll start this way. So one blanket, and then if you like to have something for your head, just put that, I'll just put that there. Oh, my bolster. Actually, I'm going to keep the bolster here. Maybe the feet are going to end up on it. Let's see what happens. And I'll take the shoulders onto the blanket. Maybe hold your head for a moment. Wiggle yourself in. You know, I'm holding the head and just rocking the rib cage a little bit, and a little bit of side to side. Just a little bit of movement before you drop in. Yeah, and lift your hips and roll yourself. If you were 5. Whenever you're ready, we'll settle. So my head landed on this blanket, and gosh darn, that feels really nice. And the arms are out, and maybe the legs will extend, and oh, there's that bolster fitting onto your feet. That's nice. You can even drop it down and actually put your feet on top of it if you like. So the blanket does feel nice, but I want a little bit more, so I'm just gonna take it out. And just drop in. Feeling into gravity. Breath. The floor. Then you want to take your arms overhead for a moment and stretch them long. Take 2 more breaths, friends. And as you finish your second breath, you'll bend the knees and place the feet on the floor. And then the arms can maybe come back down or stay overhead. I'm just going to lift the hips and sway the hip hammock side to side. So I'm just going to widen the feet, take them maybe a little bit closer towards the hips. And then lift up and just rock your hips side to side here. It doesn't need to come up that high. It's just as I come over to one side, I'll lift that hip up and drop it down. And the other hip. And we'll just do a few of these little hammock swings. And then come back down and again, just drop into your rest. Feel yourself very heavy on falling over the blanket. What else is there you can release? The heart be heavy. And the heavier you get in the mass of you, mass, M-A-S-S, you breathe in and let the breath just fill these spaces. Let's take breath in, breathe it out. And we're going to stay here. We're just going to reach the arms straight up and do a little bit of our shoulder flossing. So just reach up and back down. So you bring them back down, press into the blanket. And so now the arms are straight up to the sky, and we'll do a few now with the arms, just maybe 30 degrees away. And just change the angle. Floss it in, stretch your fingers. Oh, good. And then press down with the shoulders and move the arms the opposite way down to about 30 degrees. It's just a little bit. Just a little bit of this movement. The shoulders pressing down, start to take your arms back over your head, nice and slow. Nice and long. Okay. Lift in the knees and place the feet on the floor. And again, your arms can stay here, they can go back out. I'm just going to take windshield wiper. Heel toe to feet. And you might not go all the way down to the floor, just really light. Because we have this lift, the next time your knees go to the left, maybe extend the right arm. We'll switch. Little flexion in the feet, so they're not going to sleep. Okay, and then make your way back to whatever center is with the knees bent. We'll walk the feet in. Then we're going to take the hands behind the head and just lift the head up. And do this like at the very beginning. I said, oh, just rock. But here we'll do it together. So the elbows are where they are. Move the right elbow down towards the right hip. So you're almost making that side crescent. And then just moving side to side. massaging. Come off the blanket. So the head, chin is to the chest, you just release your arms down. You can roll to the side or press yourself up, whichever one. Yes. Oh, so good. And then love to feel it. So take the blanket out and come down, just lie down for a moment. You can have something under your head and just feel that. So we'll stay as we are, and I have nothing underneath me right now. I'm gonna bring the right knee in, just rock it in and out a few times. Maybe the left leg wants to extend or stay bent. We're going to thread the needle. So I'll rebend the left leg, cross the right ankle over the left knee, and draw that left thigh in, see where it goes. Here's where you might want something over your head. Just rocking side to side. It feels good finding these places of most resistance. And smiling and breathing. Put your breath in. Then as you breathe out, we'll release that and set the feet on the floor, widen your feet, bring the knees together. Rest your hands on your belly. And feel into whatever imbalance has come up. We'll do all that on the second side. So finding your way into bringing that left knee in. Maybe the right leg wants to extend or stay bent. For 2 moments. Move to thread the needle on this side. Inviting in some movement. Whatever you feel nourishing at this moment. Hugging the knees in. I'm going to rock and roll, but come up whatever way makes sense for you. Okay, and then we're going to grab our blocks. The blocks underneath the shoulders. And we did this in the last class. And you've done it in many, many classes, so you know the drill. You can go any height, and you can also stack them if you would. Now, this is a nice one, actually. Let's do this. Put your 2 blocks beside each other, the long side, and then we can take the bolster or that blanket for your head, either one, and they can go pretty close together. They're going pretty close together. Yeah. Okay. Look at them again. Okay. Okay. And then the shoulder blades can rest there. The bolster might be, perfect. Drop the head. That's fine. Feels pretty sweet. Okay. So we'll take a few moments here and just allow the body to move into this shape. A bit of a different support. Again, just coming back to that heaviness and the lightness of your breath. See if there's room for you to release the backs of the shoulders, the shoulder blades, the heart space, lungs, everything a little heavier. For the next few breaths, you'd like to take your arms over your head. Do that now. Then we'll stay wherever you are. We'll move into windshield wiper here. So we'll bend the knees. Find a good stance. I've widened my feet quite a bit. And then just moving into your windshield wiper here, side to side. Bringing it to center. We'll walk the feet in a little bit closer to the hips. And the arms can stay where they are. They come down. We're going to lift the hips up. And you don't have to go up that high. They might just go in line with your shoulders. And then we'll find our hip hammock. And then come to center, lift your hips up as high as comfortable. And lower the hips all the way down. And then extend the legs for a few more breaths here. We'll come off the blocks. So roll to your side or lift your chin. Sit down on the floor or lift yourself up. And then we'll feel that too. So we'll move the blocks out of the way. We'll line it. Just need to do a little thing here. Feeling well, let's keep the right leg extended and we'll bend the left leg and just roll over to the side. So I'm going to take the arms overhead. Move the bolster out of the way. And we'll just roll over to the right side and back. Let's do that 3 or 4 times. Waving this left knee and rolling over. And then come onto your back and change legs. Bend the right knee and roll over onto the left side and back. And then coming all the way back and we'll move into twist, the Alexander twist, so with the bent knee. So I'm going to put that bolster on the right side with all these props overhead. Blanket under the head. And then when you're ready, friends, just bring the left knee in, keep the right leg extended. And then the right hand will hold that left knee, and as you exhale, we'll move into this supported twist. Do whatever you need to do here. Okay. Take a few moments to settle. Prop up if you need more prop. You need to move a little bit here and just welcome this in and feel into that. Exactly as you are, or maybe find a little bit of extra in there that's available. Just turn in. And I'm going to take the left hand and bend into this right leg, find the right foot with the left hand. If that's available and that's interesting. And then I'll take the right hand and bring it onto this left thigh, and pushing the foot into the hand. Take 5 breaths here. Do your fifth exhale, just releasing, finding your way back onto your back, resting there for a few moments. Okay, use the bolster, just roll it across your body. Left side. We'll bring the right knee in and just pause for a few moments here. Releasing the right hand and rolling the weight to the left side. Adjusting anything you need to, rolling maybe all the way over to the left side and then opening. And then move into this. Parts of you into this pose. Resting into your breath. Just gonna bend the left forearm and anchor it down. See if there's a little bit more room here. Catching it, but that's there. Put it to the hand. Open it up. That brings too much into this and it's not relaxing anymore. It's something to you. Knees onto your back. So maybe something under your head. I'm going to put the bolster underneath the sacrum with the hips and slide it under. If that works. Okay, so I'm going to hang out here for a few moments. If you like to stretch your legs out, that's up to you. And just find a place where you can really drop in. And we have the bricks underneath the shoulder. And we want to relax around it, and then we want to do the same thing with the bolster. Stay as you are, or if you'd like to take your arms over your head for the next few breaths. Windshield wiper. As you're ready, just put it in and using the bolsters, press into support this on the other side. Okay, and we'll come to center and just find a place where you feel you can bring the right knee in, keep the left foot on the floor. And allow this, we just thread the needle here, so we'll let the right ankle rest, and then you might just stay here. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna take it in with the bolster support. You might find things are different than they were the first time. And again, if you want to move here, that's great. Rest here. Great. And whatever your shape you're in, let's take 5 as relaxing as you can breath. Things are compressing. Sort of be soft. And gently releasing. Finding both feet back on the floor. Widen your feet. Drop the knees together. Rest the hands on the belly. Feel everything softening. And then finding your foot position so you can take the left knee in and just hug it in for a few moments. Moving into thread the needle or ankle over knees. So much to explore in every version. Take your time. Allowing yourself to almost fall into this in any way the body is allowing that to happen today. And then slowly releasing and setting the feet on the floor. Okay, we're going to do windshield wiper again. This time I'm going to put the hands underneath the seat. Spread the fingers, the elbows are out a little bit, and then the feet might find a different position. And then we'll start to move in. So hopefully you get some discomfort from the press of the forearms and the wrists, and maybe some nice mushing in the tush and opening of the floor. So keep your hands where they are, friends, and just walk the feet in. Okay, we're going to come to legs up, but I'm going to keep the hands where they are. We'll start by bringing the knees in and stretching the legs, even if they, wherever they want to go, bend straight. We'll move them away from the head a little bit, just looking for a place of firmness into the bolster, into the hands. Maybe spread the toes there while in eyes view. For the next 3 breaths, you can stay here. You want to open the legs out to the sides. Legs back up and set them down on the floor. Once the feet are down, lift your hips enough so you can take the hands out and just let them be out, and we'll rest here for 5 breaths. And again, knees bent or legs straight. floor like the most? Again, bending the knees, and once the feet are in place, we'll lift the hips and we're going to slide the bolster down. Go between hips and heels, and we'll move into a Baddha-Konasana. So, if it doesn't work for you, you can always move the feet away. Hopefully that will work. And something you might even like to put the feet together on the bolster. And that's, if you're nice and open here, and that feels great, then great. It's all variations are invited. Settle in. So a little support for your head if you don't have something. You have the hands again resting on the torso just to feel the breath. And also send the energy of your healing hands into your body. And for the next few breaths, if you'd like to stretch your arms over your head. Come up just to set ourselves up for a more supportive, restful place. So lift your up. The magic of movement. Take the bolster and maybe the two blocks, go underneath this blanket, support the hips. Living off on the second leg, we're on the first, and they're not that far apart. And then we'll lie back over that. So I guess. All right, and so then we'll lie back over here, and the legs can be bent, they can be straight, be like a Baddha-Konasana again. I'm going to take Virasana. That's in your wheelhouse, that can help you to do that as well. Oh, and then we'll lie back, and hopefully you have the heart supported, the head feels supported, you have your legs feel supported, and we're just going to drop in here. We're going to allow this dropping of the shoulders and also the shape of the body here, just to let everything cool down. Any way you're set up, anything you've done with your legs is great. Just gonna stop talking. I can feel it's already taking effect. Dropping into this pose, friends. Pulls on him and into his legs up the wall. You're very happy where you are. No problem, stay exactly as you are. You're going to come out, but just do it slowly. Just bend the knees and maybe press yourself up. Pause. If you want to set up in any other way, of course. Continue. Such a nice, supported place to be. Whatever pose you've chosen, then inviting yourself to fully be healed, to rest into this, releasing to the support, freeing the lightness of your breath. And staying as you are, shifting into lying down Shavasana, or seated meditation. And then working for staying as you are, beginning to slowly awaken yourself and taking your time. Staying in your stillness once you come to see me. Feel ready, bring your hands to your heart. Bow your chin to your chest. Seal this practice with one arm. Inhale. Breathing into your hands. Catch your breath and hold it there. Offering it to yourself. Set you ready for what's to come this evening. Thank you so much for joining me. Ah, thank you. Okay, friends. Yes, see you in the next practice. So much love. Thank you.